na the 5th day of August 2021. We want come Leone a table within the Ministry of Transport and Aviation. Want to make me and you know within the diaspora. The Ministry of Transport and Aviation said the complaint of passengers them where they go na salon. Waiting at this complaint. Then say the complaint where they do now for say passengers then they say where they go na airport. The staff then na airport they harass them. So the complaint don't meet them. Why you this? I was like, okay. We all agree say this particular thing not start today, it not start yesterday. Not to 5 years ago, not to 10 years ago, not to 15 years ago. It don't be a culture na Sierra Leone airport. Well, for one reason, now the aviation ministry feel to say they want to step up so that they go cut off this harassment. And say because what do the meet then say, we within at the diaspora, we can go salon who they complain say the staff then at airport then they harass we where we reach there. Do you give me money? Do you wait you send for me? Wait you go left for me? Wait you want for give me? Waiting this. To the extent they say some of the staff them then they go inside people's suitcase, people luggages. Well, in that aspect day, I get an audio where I go play. Where one for make me begin for wonder small how these people then they access with suitcase. Because me, I've been failed to say Salon Airport get scanner. Or maybe na something else and they try for talk. Something more. But something na me yes. But when you self go yeri, you go get your opportunity you think say exactly you make up of this wire. The measures them where them say that they put in place. You know what thing? How we all Andy? Let we listen. Through Radio Democracy 98.1. Now this, the Aviation and Transport Ministry want to make me and you know. Yeah? Let we listen.
Concern of harassment of passenger for couple and thief of them property them anytime when they go through the Lungi International Airport. Don't be concerned over the past year. And this now one way don't attract the attention of the parents body for transport na saloon. Where the Minister of Transport and the agency them. We make the Minister of Transport, Cabinet Calon, don't meet with the different agency them where they provide service na the airport for talk about this issue and tap 'em one time. We said Cabinet Calon start for talk about waiting harassment of people where they go through the airport mean to the country.
What's it just guy one can invest in the country? So we begin harassment.
Okay. I don't know if Cabinet Calon not just the investors they feel say then they harass. Or we're all investors going to Sierra Leone. And so me think for say we all investors the way they go salon. So where they say we investor come, then the first thing we can for harass. If we go invest, at least we get extra money, we care for buy something. Or na the big allegios the investors they no more, then feel say then they harass. But anyway, let's continue.
You want to take money from him? If me hold the bag, we hold the bag again. 9,000. They talk more than 10 times. You don't have a good image.
The one we use as an example is say when you reach. Then they say, make I hold you bag. Make I push the trolley for you. Then, wait on, they begin say, oh, now they go. Yes, sir. Wait, you go fence, sir. They go, waiting. I think, say, that's how they could be avoided. Because if they say make them push you trolley, you already know say they are expecting something. If you know one forgive, a lot of times me I don't decline say no left and no more thank you. If you say thank you left and no more, then they force you. Then they force you. Okay, I'll continue.
Go to other countries, you know get no contact. You go, you take your bag, you go. Somebody do something for you, yes. If that person fee for you, give you tip, they give you. But it's not compulsory, it's not mandatory for like you one time.
If that person they want for give you tip, it they give you. Not to by force, not to compulsory for say pa. If forgive you money, not compulsory. If you want forgive you, it they give you. That na cabinet kalono na end they talk soon. Yeah?
But here, once person you get take a passport self, a person here, with the prime neither sir, how the body sir, how the travel sir. That person interested in that you boku talk.
The person not interested in you boku talk with the travelers them. He say if we don't help no more, yeah, you take passport from one hand to the other, he expect you for getting something. We are all travelers. I don't know say you can pass where they go salon, but we know say most of we na airport, Lungi airport, and they will pass. These are not strange to us. From where you don't begin go salon, who stay you don't begin, who see how you begin, who stand down one day not ever happen. But anyway, now the aviation ministry feel to say it don't come to their knowledge. All right. There they go.
No Sabiam, you know Sabiam. You know instead of Sabi you. Why for ask all questions? Government they pay you.
The appearance and approach of some workmen them now concern for Minister Cabinet
You never
Kalon.
get professionalism when they approach investor. You know something policy. So if
Wait, me this is the money me. Because Cabinet Kalon are investors they no more they talk about. How many investors have where they go salon? Every flight where they go salon, how much investor they na that flight day? We won't forget about we where they go. Because all they say we investor they can, we investor they can, we investor they can. Now investor no more they go. Or then just time we all as investors. Because me say myself na investor. I go invest me time day. So Cabinet Kalon sir, I'll make you understand back. Uboku where they go? Uboku. This one na investor no more. Now you the focus pa. Okay. You know say boku pa we common United States. You know most how don't na road. Now I make sometimes even more na. Hey, wait first. Now continue. Let no go other side. Now just stay on track.
the workers, how did they dress? They're not professional. So I think it's about time all the people who work at this airport, may they train and staff them, how for appear, how for even talk to somebody.
How then they dress, how then they appear, and how then for talk to somebody. These are all the issues where the minister they raise. All the issues where then they raise. The appearance, then dress code, and how then they talk, then communication. They say these are the issues that we don't meet them.
For sake of all this, Cabinet Kalon say they no go always sack any airport workman where they engage pande abitia for thief na passenger bag, bega, and harass passenger for couple. But then go charge the person go courts.
Anybody who catch where they go inside people them bag, that person not only sack with the sack, but honestly will pursue them. Now with the crowd with a court, when I would the prosecutor. Position who don't take for that way they go into people their bag and the same position who they take for that. Anybody way customer passenger report say that person harassed me for money.
They are Pademba Road not full yet. Pademba Road not full yet. Okay, opening bag, stealing stuff, that's on another level. Yeah? Me, I agree. Taking those people for face the law. Because waiting do, na thief business. But bega again. Bega, back for go Pademba Road. Because when you go na court, then find you guilty, what's in at the next step? The thing who Sabina Salona for care person go Pademba Road. Eh? Bega. Then they force you, where them beg you say that they can't jog you back na yuan. Yes, it's harassment. Yes, it should be reported. But me Tripoli, for make the minister now say, the way how them go treat 10 people the way they bega. Now the same way they treat you like say you go open person in bag. When at that time they say the law no go all water again. So we now sabi poor law today. Now we sabi poor law. Thief, me I agree 100%. Then face the law, then find them guilty, then they rub the time. But for say, what you send for me, what you want give me, how you dey do, how nothing, how all thing. Eh? That one day, now for make them carry the person back, go na court. Eh? Hi. Okay. Alright. Mame Kalon say, he said Tripoli, you now one of the investors, and because you always they go with money above $8,000. Eh? I know Sabia $8,000 turn safe, Mame Kalon. They are big. Eh? I big not each. Eh? Okay, now continue. Because for bega, you go na court. If you open bag, you go na court. Alright. I hope say that bega say nothing go cancel this law. Now continue.
Ask me for money before he do a job what they pay for. That person will get the other side of the law.
As an agency of the Ministry of Transport, the Director General for the Civil Aviation Authority, Moses Tifa Bayo, say they will also blacklist any airport workman where they catch the thief, bega, or harass any passenger na airports so that it no go get way for work na the aviation sector again.
We not the only tap even with prosecution now, or even prosecute you, would they blacklist you?
We know they always way they don't prosecute you. Okay. If they prosecute somebody, then find the person guilty, then they blacklist you. So if they find you not guilty, what thing then they do you? Alright. Tifa, continue, sir.
We don't establish a blacklist now with ONS.
They don't establish a blacklist with ONS. This thing is getting serious, so. But now for the investors there, or for we all. Since Cabinet alone just focus for investor, forget to say every flight we go, how much investor did they inside this Air Force? Eh? Then they blacklist you. Okay.
Because we don't want recycling of professionals within the industry. We don't want that one day. Traditionally, they have they're sacking a SHP because they go big for you. So until you go in an MP or a minister or a chief na Lungi, they go big for you, they go take in our house.
We then sack you na one sector na the aviation ministry. You get fumble, we connected to the power grid. They work for you, he big for you, then you can inside back. Eh? Moses Tifa now say, he said that's not going to happen. Because waiting do, then they get a blacklist. Yeah. A blacklist in Sierra Leone. So, Tifa, whoa, you get a blacklist. What's going to happen, sir?
They come back inside the same system. So now they blacklist.
Moses Tifa Bayo Semweso asked the different committee then at the airport for the meet and take action against some of them tia so that the country airport go get good name.
At this airport, we get two committees. We're responsible for address all of these issues. Oh, all on the reason also. One, the Airport Security Committee and the Airport Facilitation Committee.
Bam. Two committee dey na airport wey for address this particular situation wey they talk so. When I start, I tell you say, not to now it begin. And all of them, because it was on a meeting, all of them, now then they come up with all entire waiting passengers, then don't they talk. And they sit on there. Then they pay them. Then one and then at that committee day, then they receive salary. We need a refund. we need a refund. I think now so we for begin to do so that we get people we not just then at the system for collect money we months done. Because if there are committees for this particular issue will be raised now, that's what in Tifa they tell we. If committee then what were they doing? What have they been doing? Where this thing done, they go on and on and on and on. And then when they say meeting, now the same one back can sit down, they talk waiting passenger, they don't they talk. What have they been doing? You want to know? Let Tifa tell you.
Where the GM is the chairman by virtue of him being the landlord. If these committees then we don't they really meet, it's lot of all of these issues because almost all the people that we're talking about, so they are all players to that committee, they are all members of that committee. So they will have gone there and say all of those things and provide solutions as to how they address those issues.
The Sky.
You don't hear me? If them be really don't they meet, never be don't come up with solutions. But I say we need a refund. Then committee then they. If you be say anything be done on a salary, we connected for make una meet towards the committee then they say na extra for a bump on a salary. That part there of una salary una give you money. Because waiting do una not be done they do una work. But when they say meeting now una can't sit down back they talk the problem that you are there to solve. Na yana salon. Na yana salon. We person we for solve problem. Now in the sit down now for discuss the problem. If forget say it did there for solve that problem day. I say that committee people we need a refund. Now continue.
Handling partner. Now, one part the agency them where they provide service na the airports, and this step by the Minister of Transport. Now, one according to the General Manager for the Sky Handling, Peter Metz, then welcome and ready for support government for maintain the country in airport in good name.
I would like to welcome what the Minister said, that we will go beyond the fact of sacking people.
I don't know if the Sky Handler we na the boss they talk so. Sometimes this thing I don't want. You know, also in pinpoint pa for say we then sack person enough for car again. You know what thing that they want make her feel like if I say they don't say they don't they sack people but then don't they come back. You know pin pa no points but for say in glad for say the minister don't say now we then sack person. You know they come back again, then they blacklist them. Mr. Sky Handler, sir. Diana Salon. But they listen to you. Continue.
And going to press charges officially. I think we're going to have a meeting with our staff and we'll definitely tell them. There's only a few individuals, and I would like to get rid of them. Get rid of those bad apples that we may have in our institution.
INSSF don't agree. Say, na few individuals, not to everybody, na few individuals. Definitely. Like, even this last commodity commons alone. Not to everybody they harass. Like the person who stamped my passport. She did extremely well. Because in do extremely well, me, I guarantee. Because you know, ask me, you doing job, it's like professional. So because of that, me na me gian. The one they always harass me, I no gide. Because if I come up from me, but if you say they can't harass me for give you, hey, wait till they go with, wait till they left for me, wait till they at the bag, or they open the bag, or not they do this, I know they give you. You can't intimidate me. Now only na Salon Airport. You know say then they give you where you want for travel, then they give you the food. You go take them or what's not. Yes. Me, I always you know, say if you didn't, you know. So I always get me paper. Now Salon Airport they tell you say no, that paper they way you also now for Ubayanda, not to for Ubaya. Where you see and say, oh, now food they say, I say yes. Now food item then did it. Okay, so what's happen now? I say look the paper. No, that paper then for over and not for we. I say, so what you want for do? The other day the guy was like, I'm going to open it. I say open no. You know, say I even get the right to carry up and so for check open for. I say yes, you can check open, but you still land back like you meter. If you want for chair open, I know they say no because not to say now all the thing they inside there, I get paper for her, but no say as you they tear them for open them, just no say you get for seal them back, fine one and put them back for day. These are all the intimidation and the harassment they talk about, just because they want to make you give them money. So they say bad apples then they. We agree, not to everybody. So in say he glad if say then go blacklist them now so that they no go come back again. We mean say they don't they come back.
Just as much as you do, because I want this airport to go on. I want this country to go on in a positive way. And it's because of a few individuals that we are all suffering and being pointed by the finger that SHP are all thieves. We're not all thieves. We're just a few people might be.
Yes, it's we can talk say the airport staff then they all are thief man there. He said no, they all not to thief man, which is true. Not just few people them. But them few people then they trust me, something needed to be done. If not, the bad name airport another way more. When I make una they try for tell we now say the measures they una don't put in place, even for bigger, it go na court. I don't think say bigger now for reaching a court.
But we do everything within our power to stop that.
Authority them from other body them where they operate at the airport like immigration, military, police and other one them also commit for support the fight against lawlessness and harassment at the airports. And as part of the own fight, the deputy commissioner at the National Revenue Authority (NRA), Geneva Bangura, say it no go take again. Then go introduce scan system na the airport.
Bam. And there boy reach. It no go say again. Then go introduce scan system. What thing they don't they use for watch with suitcase there? Because this not talk like him bring talk. What thing they don't they use na Sierra Leone airport, Lungi, for watch with suitcase there? Not to scan them, can don't they scan? So now then can open physically. Because me I don't know. Hey, not to me talker. Now listen.
For reduce the way people they get access and go close to people and property them anytime when they go through the airports.
We hope say once we get a scanner, all of that delay and even the fact that they tamper with the cost with the traveler in the luggage, having a scanner would reduce that.
Even say you they tamper with a traveler in luggage, having a scanner go reduce that. Salon airport, they are waiting to get una ki watch your suitcase there. I want to understand. Oh, na knocking watch or waiting. Because you're not supposed to forget a scanner. A lot of times, we would all left salon, or before they go salon safe, maybe you cannot reach salon, you see your suitcase back, I be there, but when you reach now house, where you open them, there is an information in there. For say, TSA be enter your suitcase, and information then they. A slip they inside your suitcase. For me, I don't know for you, if that they don't ever happen to you. Where they show say TSA open your suitcase, then what maybe the scanner not be pick fine, it be seen some jump blow, one blow in and not able to understand better. So then we get for open the suitcase and they left slippery for you. And I ever left salon, I reach us how they go and meet slip for say they open my suitcase in a salon. What have they been using? Or then be get out, you know they work again. Salon airport get the scanner, they work. Since they tell we now say once they get scanner, this one go less. So what's in the happen here? Hey, I'll continue.
Hopefully by the end of this year, we will.
Hopefully by the end of this year, Salone Airport go get scanner. You know what thing? I can't try for call the aviation man. Let me see. I don't know if you go able to come on for, or maybe I go text him. Make he just answer with small. See if this particular waiting they don't they use for check with suitcase to how they go. If the manual and they do how then they go inside. Because we don't have any sleep where they reach for say them be open and manual if they not be able to understand. I'm concerned.
Get a scanner at the airport. We will make this process a little bit better for the incoming passenger.
We're going to make this process a little bit better for incoming passengers. We then get the scanner.
The Office of National Security, ONS Airport Security Coordinator, Sia Alassane Kabia, say, then tia we then don't mention they give the airport bad name, but say, plenty them, junior workman them na the airport, they get challenge for do them work.
Plenty them, the junior workman them safe na airport, they get challenges for do them work. Because of waiting. Others from above. The way some of me and you we can come here back they behave. One for tell Radio Democracy thank you. When I threw them, me and you able for listen to this. Nayana Salon. This don't they happen forever. We all know that one day. But for one reason, now, the aviation ministry feel to say, then for come to we aid. When this begin, some people then begin for tell me say, you know say, a minister they do nothing. So they find way no more now. For now say hey, I'm ego. I don't know that one day. I don't know if the minister, they do nothing. So if any way for make it be relevant on this one. Now I make it go to the extent for say even bigger go na court. Alright. Let we begin come with we panelists them. Let we hear waiting then get for we today. And so I go bring Cam on board. Whose friend? Welcome to the program, whose friend? You get the platform, sir. Waiting na you don't take today.
Yeah, thank you very much, Bule. Thank you very much for coming back and welcome to the show. And thanks to the listeners and viewers here. And thanks for the effort we do. Me on taking this. I believe saying that challenges that wouldn't be assessed and they try to implement some aviation related safety. Means them for we the passengers them or whoever get for be a passenger who get for go through the aviation. And then you see say it looks like a pressure at some point. See there is something under a force where they make this thing they look slightly drastic. Despite they bringing the ideas and when aviation security way safety guard then get for day to a passenger when they travel on route any aviation route. That now paramount issue where any passenger get as his own right. He get the one way they get inside the airline. But this are the one now where they get what they reach now the business center when at the airport. Because the airports are different business and they run the one that we own the airport is different from the one that they run where they own most of the time the aviation takes them like let's say the flight. Or even if you get for owners, but are separate things, all man the account different. But what are there for saying and what are there for bring? Now for let them try for say would they make things good. But there is something good where they come here now, but they come in a form where they come with something we extreme to a lesser value. Where they do anything reflected to the passenger directly in a way where international world will able for classify them. Because if people in land for ignore, that's not the only solution to that one day. Then they therefore look into the security of the passenger, the more in other areas then of the luggage. What in are the mechanism we then therefore bring come? What are the infrastructure? What are the technology we then therefore bring come? But when you look at the airport, it's something we reach after being stressed. We want to develop a stress from a time when you don't waste at the airport or for other reason or sitting long time because your brain that height where they go is different where they land. So most of the time, you get a lot of things that will affect when you kind of they begin to see things will happen. But that security, then you will find more than the one where the person wouldn't say to the extreme of for big, then they blacklist them. And I will leave that side for us when I will come for waiting actually I believe say, then suppose for the look into now how this technology they get for bring them. If they know the technology not did it in terms of how they were able for check like a scanner where they see them get, but the scanner not they work the way they want us. So then they put paper in the bag to see the opener, but we're not able to get the right method then they use, how then they go through, or like default the thing don't faulty, we don't ever tell people how long you don't faulty. That's questionable because as you said, it looks like there was nothing because with the getter, that means will not be getter. You see, so to the layman, but you don't know where they interview the person are based on in personal where they go give you information where you don't know maybe from what authority what will be the good or you don't know how long you don't work there. But I believe so like once you don't experience this world where they give that report they from your side say then they pray when they will get a scanner who will stop these terms of tampering passenger then you load. So you find out say that side now they see them therefore looking to find because when you look they've been getting even things they wouldn't put for them for look safeguarding. And I don't know how far they don't go there safeguard. I believe some of them been bring time ago they begin to bring their scanner, but not in the full way. Like the scanner, I believe say for you, they do get them biometric system, but not be make a large scale. And then for scanning when they pass some areas then they therefore develop and because they don't bring a convention from African Airports Aviation Union where I believe say how they call themselves now Airport Council International within Canada, they can always go on their meeting every year. And always October they can hold on. They all want to be Abidjan because I think they get the next one. I wouldn't be hold I think somewhere I don't know if Saudi or one of the countries, but then get a meeting here just regarding safeguarding of your airport. But the only thing are most of the time are more for the airlines and then the safeguard rather than the passenger who reach at the airport. But they can always give them recommendations in technology and therefore doing at the land, beside the passenger they come, where it be able for transit. So that not only the safety at the airport, that the flight no more in terms of terrorism, in terms of the flight in good one, in terms of other things or smuggling and other things, and for also safeguard when the passenger land when it go through because they find out in a less than 100 million passengers they go the route annually in Africa since this pandemic don't be. So they bring that in there, but it's what they say and they bring them into light, then they look into their recommendation and they give them that technology there and the process they wouldn't they take for do the innovation then. That process how they do for do that in there. You see, because you don't go get her, they you not apply the process. You see, because you forget you apply the process and what's in the make an accountability. When I therefore prove say the person do this. But if you grab for go blackmail, coming back to the blackmail, you go see and say, well, a lot of a crime. Neither you, hello? Continue now, okay. As I therefore say the safety and the security when you see them they blackmail somebody. If you compare them to you as a lesser crime, then you try for saying you get a crime when a bigger crime, say like a crime like corruption. Somebody don't commit corruption, you don't go pay money. Not a lot of times say don't go pay money, but whose side you go see them the blackmailer. So you go question all those kind of things. Possible don't deprive a lot of people. Then why possible they go big only for a sector when at development, which is good to safeguard against the passengers. But then get for look a method of vetting people away there in the tourism sector. That then get for dip and they want to wait for the get out and they talk to people like when they get people at the beach, what to see that in the camp. So they don't go harass them.
A similar one, then they bring an a Gambia will be help, but not so in the airports. But this way, they bring them call them bomb stars. Where they be legalized, just for them, you get paper for them and the beach so that you go know how for the relationship people and they can you bring them. Because sometimes some people in the cars investor, but if you get good rapport, like you they know what's in the person they can at the beginning, even build a relationship instead of the answer. These are the things that the tourism get for kind inside, when you get for kind help for the train them people. I'm not saying that they do them, but let them they do them like how this still happen now. Say, well now we find this back in other method, like when they treat person, these are part of the treatment package. The treatment package is improving the technology and trying to train the people and know that rapport, they not bring people away know they. But for the one blackmail, what about the people who they commit corruption? They ever blackmail them, they not get job. Despite they say there are people who get that episode of orange thing big, then they now when they do and continuously, then they see them, then they come. But this is the area and I therefore look, how we go solve them by bringing people and who don't train up. Like the tourism, they develop that idea so that waiting then the aim, then we bring guys who work, but you know what they work. Then you can't find out, say, why did they work? Small thing, how they will they prove, say, person don't big. You see? So, person will able to set person through that one day. But all those kind of things, you have to look into that. The only way is technology improvement. And they're trying to get the people that will do the aviation and involve in tourism training and the rapport and the interpersonal relationship within customers. Then they do them. And then they try to boost up the people and morale back in any way and find out why they big. Is it because of, even though they say salary, but again, the behavior, because people like you overcome, like the one who you evidence say, ain't able to overcome by not asking, by delivering a service. So these are all like for training, say, people only come on that then get the habit of tip. But how you get the tip? It's a matter of behaving. But so instead of you put the other side, we go say, oh, well, if you beg, we they put in a blacklisting. Then therefore show them the method, say, oh, now not big. Let people there, some of them, if now for the day you get 50 people there, out of the 50, you must get 10. We then get that kind of behavior, this and they give people a tip, or then we look for you, they help you. Then you get, there are many ways instead of just bringing in as a way they help. We don't know how they go help. Now, scanner and therefore bring for stop the thief, but the most immediate one is blacklisting. And then the one that within a partnership then, because whenever they talk to them, for some of them are partners where they work in different sectors and the white man will be still in the time they want to the radio, I mean the TV, now something to do with the partner where they get your own business, where they establish the instead of the complaint saying instead of I luggage somebody, I know that another one then they then luggage people and but then they would they go freighting. All these kind of things. You get for involve them, you get for know that, then get for come inside for work for that. So that if they know see that they work here, then they work here, then they work here, then get forget something where they DHL and get their own, then discipline them, they were they get their own, discipline them, and then the sector of freight in it and the sector of passengers, the way they come in and out, then get for they separate all these things and look into the way the people and they behave, try for upkeep them in the standard. And then you will find out, see, all this not going to happen. It not going to stop, but it not going to be a frequency because there are still people that will go to do them. But it will cut down gradually as the thing they improve. Thank you very much for giving the platform. Let me continue for help with. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Us friend.
Yeah. Welcome, sir. Yeah.
Well, that's not Us friend. We are waiting in get for we today. You ready to listen? Yourself get the opportunity now for make your own voice be heard. Waiting we lay na table. Now for say, the Transport and Aviation Ministry don't hear the cry of investors there. Investors, because that's what the minister keeps saying. But anyway, they don't hear the cry of people where they go saloon and they want for respond to them cry they. For say, the bigger, too much where people are reaching the airport. From the one them where they say welcome, to the time where them for say goodbye. And say no to picking bigger can happen. So then get measures them where they don't put in place. Looking at the screen, you go see the numbers then they scroll there. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and no side you call from, please.
Yeah, it is not Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get the platform, sir. Waiting na your own contribution today.
Well, thank you, Ali, for accepting the call. Welcome back. I hope God make it able to take care of all the things that we're supposed to. Well, the main thing is lack of customer service. I believe them people that were there, the INR airport, they're not teaching well, but customer service, because we teach somebody about customer service in the airport. And I say understand because they technically let them know say they're not ambassador because now they interact with passengers the way they come. First, maybe the person can be the first time in that country or in second time. Based maybe the person just want can be a sightseeing at the country. So the first experience that person need to get with somebody in the airport, that go don't send a bad message. I say this because of the experience right on the airport for how many years. Before I start work with the airlines, the airport first I begin work. Then at California, I was a wheelchair attendant. Where they hire me, they train me very well. Say wheelchair, you not just customer service. You therefore treat the passenger or the supposed to use the wheelchair with respect. Although na me tip job, they may tip me, but Saturday if the one thing where they treat me warn me say not ever ask passenger money because first of all camera they all over. Not ever ask passenger money. If he tip you, fine. He not tip you, just let it go. Let it go. Go to the next call we go get. And I don't get that experience so many times. Especially we own family the way come Africa or then we India, Asia people there. Like one day I don't help this lady. I don't push her with the wheelchair. I don't help her with him bags. They get over 3 bags. I don't help her with the bag. I don't in family the way they're supposed to come pick them up, going at the wrong terminal. I don't stay there with her over 2 hours. Imagine by that 2 hours there for don't go to go get more runs. And that by law, I not for left the passenger alone because then against was the company. They tell you not left her alone. As it map put time, tell to where the people they come. Thank you, self, they not tell me. The woman first of all know me to speak English, then I want. I just the shaking head no more. They not even tell me if I before say thank you, sir. Is this the bag give you the rush? They go. I inside me I vex, but I'm able to voice them out. Me pressure inside I keep am. I no able pull and I do for because if I pull and I do it will affect the next passenger where to go pick up. My face dark, I twist my face like that because that don't stiff me. But I let for keep her inside me. Next my so I to go meet the next passenger where they pick up with a wheelchair. I will be smile. And I will walk well. The next passenger where I go pick, it tip me $10, which are good. I don't get another experience back. This other one family and I back, I go pick the mama. The woman want tip me $20. Who wish to the motorcar a boy begin say mama no I got it. Where is it I got it? $2 there go pull give me. That to tell you how the kind of but not vex. I said, wow, inside myself, I wish I don't get that 20. The woman man give me the $20. All I don't see I'm going say this now me tip this. Inside my mind, I don't begin to calculate. So wow, this $20 now if I had up at this $30 rather than a 50, I don't get sure that inside 3 1. I calculate all and the woman in boy begin to wait. As soon as we reach now the crop side, in boy can pick him up. He said, oh mama, I got it, don't worry. $2 now pull they give me. I take her first, I go. Now I need to call customer because the way they train me, while they hire me at the wheelchair, they tell me all the things in there. But I not gonna say the system different past we own. But we only and if they strictly tell them, teach them, then to basic customer service, not to by force. If possible, one give you, and the other thing as alone, when you give one, let's say if not two person can help you. To your mind, you don't give one person, say now for the two. Now that one go tell you, say not go ask for you. This why we don't give me so now. You go see that person, they can say, bruh, where me own. Then you go to say, but I don't give company for it. So, brother, the man said that for you one day. It don't happen to me. I tell the boy, say, no. What I don't give now for one two for now go fetch and then and that was $5. I give it that so now. I was expecting when I said this now for one two. He tell the company, he say no, that you say you don't give, make it go ask. You see, the guy can't meet me, but I said, no, I know they do that. I don't give one for one two. You see, and some of we don't know about they get one. I don't know if not the custom or the immigration guy there. Now they defend I think that they get commission with the air taxi, the boat. They say, "But I get the ticket for you." Now they even the airplane inside they get you back for go let go get it. If now Moriton or Abadi they take for go get tickets for you. The way you don't give them, then I think that they get commission. It don't happen to me back. The guy, I think now immigration guy, immigration guy. After they don't start me, the other guy, immigration guy, me sit down at the back there, near the lady. Now I see grab right now both to the take off ferry. I say now, so no, I get my brother ready to walk now body to go to Morito. I say Morito. Then come, I get money. You go get the ticket for me. You give me my balance $10 back. Then apparatus, I may get $5 again, then you get commission. So all that in there, now the way that they teach them, train them. Because if you train somebody who will do a rotation, but because I apport them, then at the main, it's like a guest service. We enter some side, the first people the way they meet, now people the way they work, the way they interact with. If you're not first timer, we in Canada country or that place, the way that they treat you, they discourage you. It's just that we not get choice. We not in our country, we not get choice. And we know that back say yes, the way the system they but even that not to excuse. Let person willing forgive you. America now everywhere we the work side tip the day that it tells you it's not forceful. I don't, as I said, I don't do wheelchair business. I don't do sky cap. Check back the outside at the curb. So I need to check some bags that some people not even tip you. They enter them the way they normally pay for bag or where people they may they fly magic. You they not the tip you. Other time they do sky cap for Delta outside at the curb side. But some people they kind of tip you $5, $2, $3. At the end of the day, they make $400 on tip. But I know the vex if they give me another because I know say the next passenger where they come will must understand. Every restaurant, other places there. But we don't know to so. I don't know if not compulsory or something. If they do that thing, they go help. Because not to today, as you say, people that they complain that issue. They don't complain long time. First of all, now that cat the way they may they pay for, thank God that they don't stop. Now even for lay you get small bag, you somebody go volunteer, as you say, for can help you. Sometimes they just saw a pity there. But they want to take advantage over that. Now that may get issue of. Sometimes you just okay, now let's say they try to survive. You pity them. It's okay, help me and you go. But the one you go see you go call him company for small bag, 2 person or 3 person, one can help you. And then 3 person the way one can help you, they all expect money. So until you don't divide the money, say, okay, look, $5 when I go share by, or if you get salon money with you give them 10,000 20, say they go see one kidnap all, say no, when I go ask for one. Then see they go get the bold man can't map, they talk to you, I ask you back. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Yes, caller, I did live on the air. Your name and where you call from, please.
It's not Mike. I come from Philadelphia.
Yes, Michael. What do you get for Wisa?
Me, I don't really get too much problem with the people that really big. Like if you get it, you give. If you don't get it, if you feel for give, you give. I don't get too much problem with that. Because if you look at the circumstances and how much they pay there, I know they pay there enough. You know, stand in a salon, things are hard under things difficult. People in the big, they try to forget their living. And not using as something for frown on or vex plan. And me, what do me worry about is what do you apport to them for bill? Instead of them bill that they can't distract you, but people are only big. You know, what do the people are only big get for do with anything? I don't understand. I don't understand this concept. I don't get it at all. I don't understand. You know, me, I just confused. If they big, then they big. Every other country they big. Whose country within Africa where they know they big? Where you go to the airport? Then they big. So what they can't harass the people then for? They don't cut down on the employees and already in the airport day. So why now? I mean, I don't understand. Oh, this is very confusing. You know, very, very confusing. Always are the poor people in the target. They target the poor people. Left the people there. If you feel for get there, you get there. If you don't feel for get there, you don't get there. And you only think no more. I can't harass them because them people they don't treat the people and fine, man. When I build a new airport inside the old airport, now then they want build a new airport. I left the people and suffer, man. And I'm your contribution, Annie.
Thank you very much, Mike.
All right.
Yes, caller 11 here. Your name and say the call from, please.
Hey, my brother, thank you very much. Let God continue for console you, my man. Yourself, I'll tell you then this year you don't join the line. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
We will be done past the long term. Let God give you a good road. You know, I don't know what you Mike they talk about. This is not the problem. Mike, my brother, come on. Get a grip. It's not customer service. Just April, when maybe the left na free time. Me at the one inside me belly. Every corner where you pass now that airport, there's somebody they ask you for money. Let me tell you. I will tell you, say all the hospitality jobs, them or businesses in America, they live on tips. The employees them. But then they ask you from hotel, casinos, even at LAX, they get a day. They did a boku. Don't know they help you. If you wear your bag nado, if they check you in, nado like what Tim Patrick will say. In fact, then they ask you. Now LAX, me they don't ask me. I don't know if they're attached to the to the airline, but then they ask you, say, can I get a little tip? But the way where the things then they go on, now Lungi Airport is disgraceful. If you travel with your young Pekin, we no one day experience that. It go actually now say now some people in the work now. So long not condone that, brother Michael. We don't they say this all the time. We not long they hug or give people a pat in the back when they do bad habit. From the teacher them to the nurses them, long not pat them in the back. We already don't know. Long not act like say salon have country we got money. They not got money. So we all know say now so then they pay teacher them. Now so then they pay nurses them. You don't take the job. If you get 10 picking them, you man be don't die you. That now your own problem. But you already know say now 1 million euros then they pay you. So no need not for let you go there. You begin to go sell Tylenol to nurses, to patient them. No need not for let you go there. You go take paper them. They give school picking them for let you make money. So no need not there. Whether then they pay the airport staff here enough, they don't already know say now 500,000 euros and they pay salon no get money. We all know that. So Lord put that behind. So that's not an excuse. The way that they harass people yonder is disgraceful. I mean, they begin to harass you all the way, even close to the bus. How would they take that bus for going inside the plane? Then they harass you there. Customers, we all know. Me don't work na customer service. I don't do delivery. I live on tips. But let them give you, let the person give you. And we're not that wicked. Now we own brother and sister and the work there. We know say tranga. Me, they always while they go na Lungi, while they cross, always they get money left. In fact, let me tell you, it been so bad. Where are they go free time? Now dollar they maybe they give. Now one of my friend, I tell me say, "Let's you something what you for do." So now what he can do? It say we were to go December. Give me $100. I will go change them for you. Why come I can't give you? 1 million leons. So now that now me they do. When somebody will go December, yeah, say I go change for me. Wait, I can't give me. Now airport now where ask me now leons said, one don't attack me, say, Ibra, you just stand up the plane. Who say pull the leons? I say, no worry. Not to tip you want. Now tip I don't give so no worry. Because maybe they give $20, $30 because I not get change. And every little one, even the one themselves when they work rate, where they come out now that do all man so this is shameful. Crowd they camp you, hey bro, you bobo then they are, hey bro. No, not to so. With a get tip, but they need for cut that off. The way them people and they harass people and that airport is shameful. Now their job, they already know say now 200,000 leons, then they pay them a month, 9 then take the job. So whether or not they get 8 picking them, the man them be don't die, then wife them be don't die, then get mortgage, that irrelevant. Then we know say that the job this one they take and that the amount this one they pay. That's it. So long left for the bad habit na the back. No. We don't the pad teacher them when they do bad because of what they pay them. We all know say salon no get money. Now salon no get money. So me from what born na salon, I know say teacher they not be they take care of them that well from Shakin days. So why the hulala now? Now the job that way they accept, let them accept the money where they get. If people then give them tip, fine. If they're not giving tip, let them not harass them. And once you are going to ask you people, you know anything about this air Senegal where the report not true? They said the 2nd of September 9 they begin operating a Freetown from DC.
Yes, sir. It's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now that no more, brother. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on air. You name and who call from, please.
Yeah, Triple A, good evening. This is Salas from Philadelphia.
Yes, Salas, what do you get for it today?
Yeah, Triple A, this topic now a very complicated topic. This I talk out of experience. As I talk right now, they work for airline and they work for one of the best airlines in America. When a Southwest Airlines. The issue of tip and no tip, it is in 2 different ways. Like somebody just talk, I don't know if not the caller, we just left the line. We say some areas, I think a text message I just read. They say they know they even, some side they know they even allow tip. Not true. Areas then they know they allow tip. And areas then they way people rely on tip. Like we get SkyCap. I don't know if not Patrick talking about SkyCap. We get SkyCap where they work for we. In fact, they know they pay them the regular pay. It's like, let we say then they pay $15. Then maybe then they give them like a 10. Or maybe then they give them like a 11. Because they know say that they make money now the tips. And there are jobs where they even report tips. We get one company where they do wheelchairs and all that stuff where they call Pram Flight. Then they even report tips. Because they know the money where people they make per them tips. And I say this is a complicated issue because if the people and they harass as people they don't say, everybody who don't talk to me gets point. The issue of tip, yes, it's right. Let people get tip. But again, on the other side, you know, they're not supposed to harass people for that one day. Like, hey, okay, I don't do this for you, need forgive me. No, let the person willing forgive the tip, then a tip. Me, somebody don't check me in. Now, this is not customer service. He check me in, I get money, he refuse. He said, no, they're not agree, camera then they. I say, no. I said, they work for airline, and no, not tip at the deal. You not beg me, you not ask me. So if then they install that fear there in people, and we all know saloon not the pay. You get graduated and they pay on 700, 800, 900,000. The last time when you work in a saloon, I was paid 750,000. A university graduate, that's less than $100. Where people then they make in 8 hours. Then pushing down that they work a whole month, you pay on 1 million. And looking at the standard of living at the country right now. So if then they give people tip for say that they eradicate tip outrightly, no, me not agree with that one day. But let them just minimize the way at which people they do and let them know they ask. Let them not ask. If person willing forgive, whether not publicly or privately, let them accept them. But let them cut down on the way that they ask. Because really the people at the airport they demand. Like where somebody they charge this no when they go in the whole 1 million or whatever, me always get $20 with me. Always. As I can't do across custom, because if they cross custom, you see them guide and then I then boot them. And they change $20, they ride away. So whatever and they give me, now I use for get tip. But for say then eradicate tip, no, me no want for let that be. That my contribution. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Salas.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, I don't think we owe anybody call again. And Salas could be our last caller for today. We did talk about airports. We did talk about harassment. The minister not talk about tip. But we in the diaspora, we did talk about tip. Yeah? We all know say in Sierra Leone, just like how we got a Salah say just now, what they talk about, say then they demand. Tip, you know they demand them. And another thing say, I don't know because then they try for get fear or I don't know. They not left any leeway for say, okay, if person give you money, you go take them. If person give you go take them. Okay, we get a caller. We say he call, but the line been busy. Then I guess make we bring that caller in now. Before me self go round up now, yeah. Saying call, the line been busy. So make I just come with some quick. Because in Sierra Leone, the tip, I don't know. Now I just come with this person. I don't think said and left any leeway. Sorry about that. You did live on the air. You name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, it's Omar, Minneapolis.
Yes, sir. What you get for me?
Okay. You know, this particular topic here look like a complex stuff in that place, yo.
Okay.
I know say people ended it. In fact, one thing when not even torture, you hear me? Okay. One thing why I not think say they even torture on the other, not to just the bag there no more. You know, say that bathroom, the people like in map there and they wait for.
Yes, the one that way they clean the bathroom.
Oh my God. How can you expect that by airport? Now that we don't understand, sir. We really need for keep people in line. Bathroom use at that place, and if you go to the bathroom, not to say this bathroom, then just sneak in first class, this, that, where you don't use that. Even at that session, you not just care for go to map now the bathroom door. They wait for people and for use the bathroom. After that, they say, hey, now we do, now we office this. Why is that? Why is that? A disgrace. I know say people and there and I don't know they make money in that place. But you see, when you compose yourself as a pure human being, people go look it in there, then sorry for you, then do something. But waiting they put people off, now that kind of behavior then they don't get experience at that airport and they way to say, I know say you mentioned, say yes, if somebody want to carry a bag, you tell them and say, oh, stop. Me go carry me bag for me, say, hey, I get an experience at that airport today where I tell the person, say, no, I want to carry me own bag. He still insists. I tell you. They're so desperate that they're not even listening to say, no, I want to carry me own bag. Now that way, that thing they be notorious at the place there. This thing don't go on for a long time, but I think they don't condone on so long that they get for discourage people and say self way they travel in other places. Not to, we say self way now we own country. Say self. Everybody you need for you know and think this not for the happen at that airport. We all get human being hurt. When we go, we see people and then they suffer. You know, say if they're not big yourself, where somebody don't offer you say in service to you, you don't look inside your heart and hear something. But for let you harass people, you know. Even then 10 and they were then cuts and they say you get for the pay for it. Me say 10 me not the reach the way because I not even get Leone. I they look, the person in behavior, I behavior, not to nothing, they get $20, $30. Even $50 they will give somebody, you know, say your heart clean. This person here is really ready for do this work. One thing we may not understand, then people are always in the life, airport working handle and stuff like this. Now the government employ them, now the alliance employ them, now wait. One wonder who that in employment and this. Well, you see, now the problem I know we will get because some months and then I was with the go was nobody know whether I employ them anyway. But the alliance and I want to employ you, their service and they embedded into the service where you pay for. Wheelchair, this, all that stuff they include I mean your itinerary. If you get problem, you need wheelchair, this that, and put that, not an extra cost. You see that? So I don't see where that for be extra cost here, but they really need for scrutinize without them then at that place the way they ask for them, then tip them the other stuff. Because if you know say they don't employ you now this and don't employ you for now this amount, the thing they come with all land service and they not an extra charge for that person the way they come or where they go, you know. So thank you so much for bringing this come up and my own contribution that tonight.
Thank you very much, Omar.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay. Omar say it be the call, but I think the line be busy, so we return in call. Some of the messages then before I will come to me on. And this person saying a few years ago, go get an ID. After they don't take in picture, don't get the person 20,000 for the lady, and the lady refuse for take the money. Okay. Some points then they on Facebook, but I think because how the comments don't go now. Moka say tip not to compulsory. Now just a way for appreciate way somebody don't do good work for you. Say but oya na salon na harass then they harass you for getting tip. I will tell you say not to for eradicate tipo. He say this talk now about the harassment where then they harass people for getting tip. I'm not too say him brother they work in the airport. He say they don't go over a year and now they not pay them. He say how they go expect them for take control of the situation. Okay. Dean Lover say the need for reduce the tariff at the airport. The ticket to Salon is expensive than all other African countries. Okay. And you don't know that they from time. We don't know say Salon. We don't do program or than they over and over. Valerie Letitia Williams say you don't see white man piss off. Cry because people in the harass him. Okay. I make alone live. All right. The ministry say now you be a bigger self, you harass person, you go na court. Before I say now, you go up in person bag. So we get for land say, then they try to get a scanner. We go they make them no go near the bag say first. We make me ask the question say, what thing then be done they use for scan? I make mention I just now. I think I don't forget the name because we don't calm down. Where I say I give person tip. As I give the person tip, the person will stamp the passport. And that's nothing. She did everything well professionally. Me, I feel it again. So you know say when you left that immigration side there, you dey come na the last side for campus through that scanner. Outside then they scan your bag now, your hand luggage, or if you get any other thing, outside they pull your watch, pull your laptop and other thing for pass through, yeah? So because they don't see I give the lady tip. The entire team we been did. No kidding, I think 6 of them. All man begin for tell Adu. Like, to be candid, it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable because the Teladu Asabida Teladu de. And guess what? I not give nobody nothing. Because even to the boss man pade, all can. They all can. And we get actually inside the bag, so na ki open them. Oh, would I get this bag na me? Na ki open them, na watch them. Because I know say Usa I they go first, I give open and they back. So I have no problem opening it. But if 6 people don't come, an entire team don't come, for can serve one game person, an harassment. Like I said, me, I feel uncomfortable. And that make me, I not give nobody nothing. Take to the person now, wait team up for going at the waiting hall. He self can't team back. Hey, wait till they left for me now. I think that's what they're talking about. And I think say that one they wrong. I know say most of we get the heart of giving. If they can just relax, do their job properly, it go be fine. Well, make something help you. It be say you na person, we know they check your luggage system. It go over the limit. Hey you, good luck with that. If you know they check, if you know they check your luggage system, it go over. Again, I say good luck with that. Why make I say so? Because I like now by 1 kilo or point something in Sierra Leone. Maybe if now the diaspora I go say the person they look for employee of the month. Because me na so me can tell them. They want the work in tower. Maybe then they look for employee of the month. I made in the tower. But for salon, you don't see you. Now make me, I get that me portable skill, that me hand skill. I they use. Me need to go outside and say me overweight too. Not to me. I like na 0.9 it did. 0.9. And not the overweight. Waiting do. Because in the diaspora 0.1, 2, you know, so you can get away with it. But until I don't go meet one my way, they try for be employee of the month. We don't want it to happen me. And now 1 kilo. Pass so I pull and put on my backpack. We don't need to happen me. I don't know if maybe don't meet up some side. I don't get idea. This not to salon no. We see at the end I ask and say if na employee of the month na one be. Because if 1 kilo it is tawa so like it is tawa. We most airline then they don't care. They let you be. But not to salon. Salon, you go pay for that one day. Then around the Lexef, you get one way go over small. Without attending now you go no say. Then he say God na Kaim. Not also. All right. My take on this: harassment for stop. If now for just scare them, make them say if you bigger you waiting. If they report you, then you go court. I think that is way too much. But anyway, If not suspension or whatever thing, if I work. But then my road don't full too much. So I don't think, because at the end of the day, we then go for finding guilty. Unless if we they complain, I will get for good team up. They would not get time for good team up against the worker. Eh? Something will go begin see that too. But please, airport people them. Well, maybe because of this talk now they don't talk, then go train them. But Salon, yeah. For make you see what team man be don't use. A left one thing. I one day, you for money. Me, where they return, always are they return with money. The one where they tip a day. But trust me, one bundle for day where enough for touch. For where they go next. So if they don't harass me, I don't gig, now last bundle and not the toucher. Because I get for go back. I get for go back. And that one, when they insist for Guy by force. Même Zobif Safa say, he say tipping na an incentive not to by force. In hope say then go stop. Sama Kuyate say na December the council. We go Salon safe. Now only now you go say just now, oh maybe may I doubt. I cannot lie. On this one, say you go all water. We all 10 they can just now they reach day. Who go no. But me the big, but them by who don't full on. Law of another way for punish them. I not see the one that will open bag for Tifo. There. Now we go end up for today. We go there back tomorrow. My God power. For we done the day out. But you know, now easy on this side. Majuba say, he said Tripoli now they make the Leone shot in a bank. We have a one bundle. They don't even know self-saying, how did it? They don't even know. But they go turn back. They go turn back. Each day, they don't say they don't come back. A big there. But Brown, they say it on the call. I think maybe they call direct the UK line. Because I don't see the WhatsApp, but we don't lock that side in now. Maybe you go left hand for Saturday, sir. Because you say it on the call. Let's see. I don't know if I can squeeze in here. But I don't see you. Try for seeing. Well, it looks like see. And they fetch you. Because I'm not even able to find your number. Anyway, we big pad inside. We'll go left down there. Yeah, not even come up. I'm not able to find myself. I don't know why. Now the direct line not the work because who are they now? They not they encourage direct line for that line they sir. You can call WhatsApp. Make I just squeeze you in. You can call WhatsApp, Bobby Brown. Yeah, sorry about that. Make I just bring you coming quick.
Your own experience.
Yes.
Thank you for this topic.
Carry on, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Triple A. Yeah. You be the talk ball. You be the talk ball where you get 1 kilo, and that it affects me this past December where I go salon, where I return back. Yes. I buy me one bag like 5 kilos. Now the guy then say nothing. Then get the woman when they say they work for yeah, Brussels and salon when a salon woman. Somebody come out say they go talk to her for me but for the 5 kilo, blah blah. Now the guy then tell me say, okay. Me na salon man and they treat so like then tell me say, what do they do? Buy Ghana must go back. You transfer because I be food stuff I be buy. Buy Ghana must go back and put and the blah blah blah. Okay, I accept. So we side and play the game now. We are by the Ghana must go. The one way come like say they help me say, well, bro, you get for left small thing. But I don't be here Salomon himself again. But cash point they lead me to the cash point. So by the time I come, I mean they don't foil that back there. So I'm not gonna know what's in the inside this again. You know? And these are possible Sabio because now introduce me to them. Say you go Sabio. Then I say what be the cap. That guy is himself he denies say not to do the thing. Why don't read London now? I try for attack he denies say not to him because I say they take her to the highest level because the stuff they are getting something they were by way I don't see. He say, oh, he will be saying that them but them. After a few days, they get for call me. This is not reality. Call me, say, they don't see some of the thing them. On now say or not, wait. Wow, almost this kind of thing they happen. But not so that the more they beat me, see triple A salon, that system they will add for eradicate. Because if you remember no more, where this Marabio calm na power newly. They say, oh, the airports now, you know, they get mine. Ask nobody, you know, they get mine, take bribe. The very you lucky somebody serve you professionally, you tip them. But to be honest with you, even the guy then at the immigration, if they don't do all thing, the way then they ask you, hey, bro, how they left you over there, you know, from there where they come on and do back, where you know other people and they back. You know, it's so embarrassing and I mean, like say not to your country, they go safe. So sometimes I can wonder how they treat investors or foreigners, like when they talk for investors, I don't know if now we, this minister of whatever they call up, now we they talk for, you understand? Or it just they talk for investors because, like you say, some who send an investor in our country because they contribute. We'll go, we know how much they spend in a salon where they add each of we money in a salon. You know, so that even when you enter in a salon, where they wait for your baggage, somebody they come over, they can say, hey, you know, Sabi, you bag, and they laugh, help you for fend you box. Okay, genuinely, you they think, say, okay, help me. But what you done, they are asking for tea. Done, you get the one where they say, that go left you that don't allow you, know they go left you that do. As you want to reach that the domot that though, I like you tell them, say, but me that young man not go left me at the able then the force. But you they take and say, okay, genuinely something I go and get something like 5 or 10, 20,000. So they stop now the domot, other person they take you back. And the worst time way I go now this COVID time, bruh. I don't believe say everybody who travel at this COVID time, you get this bad experience. Because the checkpoint they boku become now so me they call them. Even Musa they go give you card, then before they take you swap, then they ask you, who side they go prick your finger, then they ask you, who side they take you swap? Oh, come on, now that is too much. So if then come with this talk here now, to be honest with you, me I don't believe them. Now something they want to do, now I made they come with this talk. Because this way they come now, where this which they say that they can't change all that today. But it not change. Now the more people that they beg back. Now they don't begin cow with this. Me, I don't believe that. So I don't go. So December law already they was back because they don't talk, say that they change that. Then the other stars they come back. Now you contribution that they no more.
Thank you very much, Bobby. Well, Bobby, now we last caller. Now we'll just squeeze them in because if you don't the comment, you don't the call. But now we go end up everything for today. We go there back tomorrow. And to meet again tomorrow. Triple S, Tata.